Hey my friend, Gavin Mountford here, founder of 6 Steps Method and Home Business Hero. Now, I've just been creating some videos about creating content, and guess what? I was bored with the way that I was actually recording the videos, so I decided to do something a little bit different and just see what happens. I'm not going to stage this, I'm just going to record it and show the power of content creation. Now, one thing to notice is that content creation is all over the place. Everywhere you look, there's content. And the reason is because it attracts people to you. It gets people's eyes looking at what you're doing, which means that it's so much easier to then build a bigger audience, which is the key to success online. In fact, it doesn't even need to be a big audience. It just needs to be an engaged audience. So having people paying attention to you and what you do. So I'm going to share with you 8 ideas that can help you create better content online. Hello, is this camera working still? Is it? Are you working? I think you are. All right, so the first idea to creating better content is understand who you're speaking to. Who is your perfect audience? Who is your target market? Because once you know their pains, their problems, and their challenges, it's going to make it so much easier to attract them to you, because they can then see that what you've got, whether it's your product, your service, or your opportunity, can actually help them. So spend a bit of time doing some research on, Facebook and social media and various other channels to figure out who you're actually talking to. And then when you create your content, create it specifically to those people. What type of content should I create? There is so much noise out there. Well, do you know what? There's 3 basic types of content that you should start to think about creating. Number 1, value-based content. Number 2, engagement-based content. Number 3, which is, the thing that most people try to do anyway, promotional-based content. There is a specific process to this, and it's really important that you're aware of it. So the first is value-based content. It's where you teach, it's where you educate, it's where you share your knowledge and wisdom with other people, again, to help solve those pains, problems, and challenges that we talked about before. The second is, we talked about it before, engagement-based content, where, you ask a question. It could be a business question, it could be a personal question, but the key is aiming to get somebody to leave a comment under it or like it or share it. So, a personal question could be, what's your middle name? And you can post that on Facebook. Most people will respond with the answer. That means that the algorithm is now going to see more of your content. And if you can get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people leaving comments on your posts, more people are going to see your content. The third type of content is what we call promotional-based content. Yes, I did say promotional content, and yes, there's a lot of people spamming people all over the web. You don't need to do that. If you keep the balance 80% value and engagement-based, and just 10 or 20% promotional. It could be 90-10, it could be 80-20, but mix it up a little bit. Don't promote all the time, keep the promotion lower and the value high. And you should find that you start to grab people's attention because they love what you do, and then just the little promotion bits, they start to know how to work closer with you. So it's pretty easy to focus on one thing, isn't it? And I can throw and catch this one ball really, really easily. And I can probably do the same with 2, just like this. I can throw it, I can throw it, I can throw it, but I'm not really focused now. I've split my focus in several different places. So when we add something else to the mix, and this is what happens all the time, certainly with social media, we try to do too many things at the same time. You've got Facebook group, Facebook fan pages, Facebook stories, Reels, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and all of a sudden there's loads of different things. And if you try to focus in one place, everything changes. It becomes a lot easier. So I'm just going to have a go at juggling 3 of these now. And I can do this fairly easy, but if I was to add 4 to the mix, I would start to drop them, as most people would. In fact, most people would struggle to, juggle 2 balls. But the key with content creation, certainly when you get started, is to focus in one place. Choose one platform and one sub area. So, if you chose Facebook, then choose either your Facebook profile or your Facebook group or your fan page or stories or Reels, and just get good at creating content on that one specific platform on one specific sub area. And as you get better, you can start to add more to the mix as well. So it's so important to hang on a second, why have I got these on? Oh dear. You know, it's so important to create more content than you actually consume. Inherently, you know, most humans are quite lazy, and we love to watch stuff. We love to read stuff. Many people will watch TikTok videos or Netflix or YouTube videos and just watch. As business owners, often what we do is we consume content and we watch a training, and then we watch another training, and then we watch another training, and then we watch another training. Now, very soon, all they've done is watched trainings. So it's so important that you start to take action on what you learn. So if you watch a video training, go and create 2 pieces of content. If you sit down and watch a movie for, you know, an hour and a half, get up and do 2 hours of content creation. And honestly, very, very quickly, your business will totally change, because you'll be an action taker rather than a passive in this whole, you know, content machine that other people are doing. Because what they're doing is they're grabbing your attention. You know, they're reaching out and they're going, you know, watch me, watch me, watch me. And you're doing that, but you're doing it to their agenda. So, you know, the key is that you want people to do this with your agenda, where you are the content creator. You're grabbing their attention rather than the other way around. It's getting pretty warm in here. I've got the windows closed so you can hear me better, because there's a bit of background noise out there. It's getting close to 20 degrees now, so probably starting to look a bit warm. This specific idea is to take imperfect action. I can pretty much guarantee this video you're watching right now is not perfect. I've said some silly things, I've done some funny things, I've made some mistakes, but you know what? I'm putting it out there anyway, because I believe the message is more important to how perfect the message is. You can perfect it later. So, you know, write something and post it out there. Grab your phone and record a quick selfie video. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. You've just got to get it started. You could take days, weeks, months, or years trying to get the perfect setup, the perfect lighting, the perfect sound, the perfect script, the right knowledge. And what you're going to find is you're just going to waste time, because as soon as you put it out there, you've still got to get people to watch it. You've still got to get people to read it. So just get started with that now. Put your content out there, see what happens, and refine it and make it better that way, rather than putting it off, 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 you know, never really doing it. You will be amazed at what you can get away with online. Now, I remember my first videos, and probably going back for, you know, 5 years, I created videos with an unironed t-shirt on. My sound was terrible, my lighting was terrible, and I still built a huge audience as a result of it. You know, made a 7-figure income, enrolled close to in fact over 1,000 people now into multiple different opportunities. My videos were terrible, but people watched them. I've had over 100,000 views on some of those videos. All right, so it really doesn't need to be perfect. Just get it started. So I thought I'd stand up for this one. The only problem is now you can, well, my head's being cut off for starters, and you can see that I haven't got my shirt tucked in. One of the benefits from working from home. This idea is that consistency trumps everything. If you can be consistent, people are going to start to realize that you're going to post on a certain day at a certain time, and it's going to make things a lot better, because they're going to be waiting for your content. Now, you don't have to do it daily. I mean, if you can, brilliant. Post daily at the same time in the same place, and that's going to really help. You know, if you can't do that, which most people can't, or many people can't, many people have full-time jobs, not always, but often, figure out a specific day of the week or days of the week. So it could be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then post consistently on those days. But one of the worst things is stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping and starting. We've all done it, but it doesn't move a business forwards. So create and schedule your content in advance if you can. I've got these on again. I tell you why I've got these on. Every time I record a video, and I'm recording my content in advance right now, is I put my headphones on so I can hear what they sound like, to make sure that I don't need to do a retake again. So I've just been listening to the previous video, but let me just take these off very quickly. So yeah, creating content in advance. You know, if you've got a couple of hours a week, 3 hours at a weekend, sit down and write out your ideas, create your content if you can. You know, what I'm doing right now is I'm recording, you know, 6, 7, 8 videos all in a row. Now, I didn't just sit down and improvise this. I did plan out the ideas that I was going to have in the content and in the trainings before I did it. And then, you know, I sat down today. So yesterday I created some ideas. I wrote some ideas out. Today I've sat down and now I'm just recording these trainings. You probably see I've got the same shirt on. If you're watching this on one long video, then it makes a lot of sense. If you're watching these over 7 short days, you're probably thinking, well, why has Gavin got the same shirt on in all these videos? You know, it's Monday, it's Tuesday, it's Wednesday, it's Thursday, it's Friday. Well, there's a reason, and now you know why. It's because I've sat down and created these videos in, like, literally, it's what, 10:36 now? I started at 9 o'clock, so it's taken me an hour and a half to record 7 or 8 videos, just because I had an idea as to what I was gonna talk about already. So once you've created your content, whether it's written, whether it's images, whether it's video, what you can do is you can use Facebook, for example, or some of the other platforms and schedule your content. So if you're watching this content and this video on social media, then chances are, you know, later on today, I'm going to edit these and then I'm going to upload them and schedule them for next week. So they go out on, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, completely hands-free. I won't need to be touching those. What I will be doing, I'll be creating content for the next week. So I'm always a week in advance, which means that if there's a problem, if there's a challenge, if there's some kind of issue with technology or challenges with my family, etc., if somebody needs help, I have my content already created in advance and it's already scheduled and people are seeing it then. So really important that you get into the habit of create your content in advance and schedule it where possible. Oh, sorry, just 1 second. I'm just watching the TV.
Screw that!
Oh. This morning! What an amazing show. To be honest, I've never watched it.
Welcome back. Still to come, he claims he can
Hang on.
tighten your face.
Oh, do you know what? The really important lesson to learn here is to broadcast like a TV. It's so important. And, you know, one of my clients talked about this the other day and I thought, what an amazing analogy. Alejandro talked about this. He said, you know, just create your content and broadcast like a TV. It doesn't matter if people tune in. You know, I've just turned the sound off on this. If I want to now turn back onto it, I could close it, I could open it, but turn the sound back on.
Danny, ready to cook.
And there it is, it's back again. So what most people do is they post content and then they wait and nobody comments, nobody likes it, nobody shares it. So they post some content a couple of days later or the next day, same again, nobody's interested. And then they get disheartened and they give up and they stop. So I want you to not put your self-worth in other people's comments, because often the better content, the best types of content don't really get many comments at all. You know, I could spend hours creating a value video with really good training on it. I could post it on social media and it might get 0 engagement, but it will still get views and you won't know that it's happened necessarily. So I could post a question on Facebook or social media and it might say, what's your middle name? Or what's your favorite color? It might get hundreds of comments. It doesn't mean people aren't watching you if they're not necessarily commenting. So ignore what other people are doing and focus yourself. Broadcast like a TV station or broadcast like a radio station, in the fact that you are always on no matter what, and people can tune in, they can tune out, they can tune in, they can tune out. You know, this is on again.
About a teaspoon of...
Some guy talking about Donald's family fajitas, whatever that is. I have no idea. To be honest, I don't watch daytime TV. I really don't. I've just got this for an example right now. Broadcast like a TV. Ignore everybody else. If nobody comments, who cares? Get back on it the next day. Post again. Post again. Post again. Post again. Post again. And what you're going to find is you become consistent. People tune in to you. They pay attention to you. They watch what you're doing. And all of a sudden, now you start to get engagement. Now you start to get comments. But just because somebody doesn't comment doesn't mean they're not watching you. Maybe it's just the wrong type of content for them to comment on. All right. Hello. That's it. I think that's the end of the video now. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to try and do a few more videos like this, a little bit, you know, just getting my personality out there. I think I sat down this morning and I started recording the videos to scripts that I'd already written. I got really bored, to be honest. I was reading some script and I just thought, forget this. I need to be me. And, you know, you're either going to love it, you're going to hate it. I really, there's nothing I can do about that. But my aim is to, to build an audience of people that, like what we do, and hopefully, some of the ideas that I share with you can really help you as well, and just make your life better as you're building your home business. Now, I'm assuming that you're building an online business, some kind of home-based business, working from home, because you want a better life. You want to, improve the quality of your life. You don't want to be stuck in front of a computer 24/7. That's no kind of life, is it? You want to be getting your work done, your daily method of operation, so you know exactly what you need to do every single step of the way. You can get in there 30 minutes, an hour, a couple of hours. You can get out, you can enjoy the day, just like I'm going to do in a minute, and then you can go have fun. And the key is that you're making money as a result of it. All right, so if you like this, feel free to click the like button, feel free to share it, feel free to leave me a comment. But we are Home Business Hero, and I'm also the founder of the 6 Steps Method. You'll learn more about that, I'm sure, if you connect with us. And yeah, I will see you in the next training video. Gavin Mountford here. Bye for now.